we have reached the final game of the 30th anniversary collection. All these games lead up to just this one single game. Of May of 1999, Capcom releases the final Street Fighter 3 updated game. And man, this game is just the best. It's honestly considered the best Street Fighter game to date. And for good reason. Because this was the hugest Street Fighter game in the competitive scene. Because, man, let me tell you a story of the greatest comeback ever that took place at EVO of 2004. It was between two great players. One corner, we had Justin, who uses Chun-li. And in the other corner, we have this person named Diago, who uses Ken Masters. So far, Justin, takes the lead, and, everything seems lost for Diago. But as soon as Justin uses Chun-Li's super, man, no one thought it was possible, but Diago literally parried the heck out of Chun-Li's super. It was just crazy. Everyone was like, oh! And then just, everything just led up to, Ken's super art. And Diago wins it. Makes the biggest comeback in all of Street Fighter. It was in the competitive scene of Street Fighter. It was just freaking crazy. If you guys haven't seen the video, I'll post a link on it, and I'll post a link in the bottom below. But man, you guys should definitely see it. Yeah. But for me, I believe I was either 9 or 10 years old when I first played this game. And I was at the movie theaters with my dad. I forgot what movie we were gonna go see. But I was just right there, playing the arcades pretty much, and my dad was just kind of chilling there. Like there was like some chairs pretty much where people could just kind of sit down and relax. And I was just right there, playing Tekken Tag Tournament and stuff. And then once I got done playing that game, we still had like at least maybe like 30 to an hour left for the movie to start. So I had time to play another arcade game. So I was just kind of seeing like what else was out there. And then I see it right there, an arcade cabinet, a Street Fighter Third Strike. And I was all like, whoa. And man, was I blown away by it. This was the first Street Fighter 3 game that I have played. I honestly haven't played, New Generations. The first time playing New Generations was back in 2009. The first time playing Giant Attack was because when I did the playthrough pretty much. So yeah, this game, man, freaking love the heck of it. Even though I do say that Alpha 2 is my favorite Street Fighter game of all time, this one has to be number 2 for me. It's also one of those Street Fighter games that I always come back to playing and stuff. And when I go to, I don't know, some arcade, and I see this game, I immediately play it because honestly this game, is literally just one of the best. It's honestly, if you are a huge fighting fan, you would know how awesome this game is. But enough talk about the game. Let's talk about the changes of it. As you notice, every time you beat a fighter, you are given the option to choose which is your next challenge and stuff. I believe And it didn't really matter, you know. It didn't matter what you choose, you know. Nothing really changes like the path or anything. I do believe you do earn more points if you choose the top part, the top competitor, or you get less points if you choose the bottom one. I honestly don't know if that's true or not, but I believe so in some way. But other than that, they added 5 new characters into this game. We've faced off, I think, the first new challenger in the game, which she's known as Makoto, who is this fierce fighter, and she's just really awesome. There's this person named Remy. I honestly don't know any much about Remy and stuff besides him having like blue hair and everything. He kind of, I don't know, shops at Hot Topic. And Q, this man of mystery. No one knows who this guy is. If you guys notice in Ken's stage in Street Fighter 2, there's this guy in a yellow trench coat with a top hat. Many thought that's Q right there, and it's this guy with a mask, pretty much. And look what returned. Breaking the car. Yep, man. It look at that. 3D. A 3D rendition of the car. That was very revolutionary back then. Q 12, I mean 12. Yeah, it's just this, weird person, well, more of like a clone or something, who who pretty much could stretch his limbs kind of like dhalsim and stuff, but he could change his limbs into like weapons pretty much. So yeah. And then of course the return of one of the fan favorites, Chun-Li returns. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this episode. Yeah, many have wanted her back. Well, she's back, and honestly, it's great having Chun-Li back. Honestly, it's just really great. And Akuma returns as well, but he's a regular character as you could pick. He's no longer a secret character, just like in the last game, pretty much. So yeah, but man, this game is just very awesome. It's honestly go if you haven't played any Street Fighter games and you guys are just starting to play it, with the anniversary collection. I definitely do recommend playing this game and stuff. Of course, this game was re-released in the last gen consoles like Xbox 360 and PS3, and was given the online multiplayer. And honestly, I'm glad that they did that, because I played the heck out of the game when it was re-released, and when they came up with the next gen consoles, which was PS4 and Xbox One, many thought like, oh man, are they gonna bring in, the re-releases that Capcom did? Well, sorta. They did Legacy collections for Mega Man and stuff, and many thought like, are they ever gonna re-release Street Fighter Third Strike? With online play. They did, but with other games, and I'm of course talking about the 30th anniversary collection. And honestly, I'm glad that they did that. So yeah. But anyway, this is gonna be it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. This has been MrESPNozaX saying good night, good morning, good day. Whatever time you guys are watching this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.